come with me to make some pepperoni hot honey garlic toast pizza featuring JJays Hot Honey. So the first thing you're going to do is prepare the garlic toast according to the instructions. So this garlic toast is going to go in the air fryer for 5 minutes at 350 BRB. And I'm actually going to suggest you slightly overcook the garlic toast because you want it to have a nice crust so that when you put the sauce on top, it doesn't get soggy. And then you're going to prep your ingredients. So if you're adding vegetables and all of that fun stuff, go ahead and get it set up so that when you're done with the garlic toast in the air fryer, you can just start putting everything together. Today I am using Botticelli owned pizza sauce, Hormel pepperonis, which are a go-to, and Sargento mozzarella, which is also a go-to. Now, me personally, I like to cut my pepperoni into quarters. This just makes it easier to spread on like the smaller surface that is the garlic toast. This also makes it easier to get a little bit of pepperoni in every bite, right? So just in little quarters like that. Next up, while I'm here, I'm just going to put a quick little salad together to go along with the pizza. So a fun fact slash life hack, if you prep all of your vegetables on like a Sunday, it makes it so much easier, especially if you use the same vegetables throughout the week, to just do something like quickly throw a salad together. So coming in with some lettuce here. Gonna go in with some carrots. We're gonna go in with some tomato. I'm not the biggest fan of tomato. That's why there's not a lot going in there. And then a little tri-pepper. Also, wash your hands in between. Let me do that. Cool. Tri-pepper, little orange, little yellow, and a little red. Cool. And then last but not least, we're going in with some cucumber. We're going to give it a little pepper. And a little salt. Also, I ended up putting the air fryer on for like 7 minutes. One thing I did forget, my husband loves cheese, so we're just gonna throw a little cheese in the salad. Okay, I brought you guys in a little closer because we're gonna start assembling the pizzas. I'm just gonna show you one. So you're just gonna go with sauce. Sauce it up to your liking. Depending on the day, I either want light sauce or I want sauce that is like heavy and on there. We're gonna go for maybe something in the middle here. And I'm definitely showing you the wrong one, LOL. There we go. And then do a little pepperoni. The question is, do you put pepperoni before the cheese or after the cheese? I do both. So, a little before the cheese. Go in. I know people are like, cross-contamination. It's my house. I make the rules. If I was cooking for somebody else, I'd be a lot more careful. But it's just me and my husband. So, I can do what I want. But go in. Put the cheese on. If you notice, I'm assembling this on top of an air fryer liner. This just keeps things nice and clean and easy. And I can literally just take the liner and drop it back into the air fryer pans. So there is the cheese. A little more pepperoni on top. And boom, we're done. I'm going to do the other 3 and then I'm going to put it in the air fryer for maybe like another 3-4 minutes. We'll see. Also, while I'm doing this, fun fact, I ended up in a New York Times article about Texas toast last year because I left a comment on somebody's video about the fact that I love Texas toast. And they asked me how I eat Texas toast the most often. And I said, in the form of a pizza. So, I will also say as I wrap this second one up, you can top this however you want. If you're somebody who doesn't do pork, turkey pepperoni is perfect for this. If you want some additional veggies, as you could see, like a lot of the veggies that I had cut up were like sort of smaller. You can throw those on top of here. Because I just want like the hot honey of it all. We're just going with pepperoni today. I also love making my pizza this way because it's a bit more low effort. You're not like having to make dough from scratch or deal with raw dough in general, which means it's also probably a lot easier to make pizza this way with children. I would assume. I don't have kids, but I would assume the low effort makes it a little easier to, you know, make it a children's activity. Hello, we're back. I'm going to just cut up one because I'm only going to eat one for now. And then knowing me about midnight-ish, which I shouldn't be eating that late, I'm going to get hungry again and I'm going to want the second one. So, also it's cooled off enough now where I can pick it up. This is what it looks like. So what I ended up doing, air frying it 350 for 3 minutes. And then air broiling it for 2 minutes at 350. And now for the star of the show, this is JJays Hot Honey. Red chilies specifically. I found this guy on TikTok. Bought some of his honey. It's really good. I have this one, and then he has like a cinnamon one. Chef's kiss in an Earl Grey. I'm just going to take my knife that has a little bit of hot honey in it. I'm going to cut this diagonally. And then we're going to plate it. You may be thinking to yourself, ooh, what kind of fancy serveware is she going to put this on? The finest of Dixie Ultra. So we're just gonna plop that bad boy in the middle, and then I need to get some tongs for the salad. We're gonna put a little vinaigrette on the top. I made this homemade. It's not perfect. It's a little chunky. I should have pulled out my immersion blender, but I was too lazy for that. So we're just gonna do our best. And then to round it out, if you are a sober babe, you can eat this with a Soviet sparkling rosé. This is really good. And this is my Friday night bite.